Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is sponsored by Toyhax.com. They're your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for your vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern bots. Weaponry for your figures from the Toyhax Armory, and great-looking backdrops for your display from Toy Stages. And when you visit Toyhax.com, make sure and use my monthly promo code to save 15% off your order. So yes, 15% off when you use my promo code right here. So check out Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the video. The feature bot in this video is 1988's Transformers Generation 1 Junior Headmaster Hosehead. I just recently picked up Hosehead here from eBay for a really good price. I'm not sure if the seller didn't know exactly what he had or not, but he was a great deal, too good to pass up. Now, Hosehead here hitting the toy shelves in 1988 meant that he arrived a little too late to appear in the animated series, though he did appear animated very, very briefly in his G1 toy commercial. He made his first Marvel Comics appearance in issue number 62, which kicked off the Matrix quest, where he, along with his Headmaster Jr. partners Siren and Nightbeat, were out trying to find the Matrix. Unfortunately, they ran into Thunderwing and his Mayhem Attack Squad, and they were captured. They ended up getting freed later on in the storyline, ended up defeating Thunderwing, and lived happily ever after. Actually not, because the last time we saw Nightbeat in Marvel Comics was his wrecked carcass of a vehicle mode after the Unicron battle in issue number 76. So that's pretty much it for the U.S. history of Hosehead. Let's go ahead and check out this awesome vintage Transformer. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dream.
Now we'll start things off by taking a look at Hosehead in his vehicle mode, which is a well-armed fire truck. Taking a closer look, he's got a big gun here on top, and he's got guns there on the side. So not only can he fight fires, he can fight off Decepticons. Fire truck mode looks really good. I love all of these sculpted details, and the original decals still look good as well. You got a decal here on top of the ladder, Autobot insignias right there, and some decals here on the side. I wish there was some paint applications for the lights right there on top, but you know, it's G1. They were not really good with all the paint applications. I like the black windows right there. Those looks like separate plastic underneath the cab. Yeah, you can see right there, there's the black, and there's the cab right there. And, you know, fire truck mode looks great. There is a feature with the fire truck mode that you can actually extend the ladder out, and it goes out for a long way. So go out, it can go up, and it can rotate around. It's got a nice ratchet on there, so that's awesome. Now the gun can come off, and you've got the nozzle here that can move up and down. So, you know, he's fighting fires, he's spraying water. Also in vehicle mode, if you don't have the gun, you can have the nozzle pointing forward, but then you have nowhere to put the gun. So we'll go ahead and get that back on. And as you can see, he just zips right across the table. Now let's take a look at his Headmaster partner, Lug, who is sitting right there. Now something a little different with Hosehead than the other Autobot Headmasters is Lug sits in the back instead of the cockpit. So I guess you could fit him in the cockpit up in there, but he's going to rattle around. He's supposed to sit here in the back. So let's go ahead and take him out, and we'll take a look at Lug. He's in there pretty good. He actually locks into place. You see the little tabs right there? Actually locks around the robot's chin. So that's pretty slick. So here is Lug. Let me move him out of the way. And Lug is a smaller Headmaster. You compare him to one of the original larger Autobot Headmasters, you can see the difference right there. With the larger Autobots, there was a flap that hid the robot face. That's not on Lug. There was also a lot of articulation with the knees and the legs, and the arms could go forward With lug here, he can just sit, and that's it. Now, the thing that scares me with these smaller Headmasters is the joint is a clip, and if you're familiar with Decepticon Target Masters, clips tend to break, so it does make me nervous when I'm transforming lug right here. And speaking of well, let's take a closer look at him. He does have a lot of great sculpted details throughout, and actually a pretty decent head sculpt. And speaking of head sculpts, let's go ahead and transform him into his head mode. You just fold him in half, and there is Hosehead's head. So now let's bring in Hosehead once again and get him transformed into robot mode. What we're going to do, let's go ahead and remove the weapons first. Big gun on top and the two little guns on the side. Now the first thing we're going to do as well is we have to take the seat out. Now the seat, you see that slot right there, or that section there fits into the slot here. So that's up out of the way, got the ladder out of the way. You're going to take the front of the cab, open that up, and extend the front just like so, forming the robot legs. Now we're going to take the back of the cab, or the back of the truck, bring these down, which of course are the arms. You know, bring the arms up. You have these flaps here on the side. Bring these around, and they wrap around the back of the leg. Let's turn him around. We'll get the ladder down. Little sliders right here for the fists. Go ahead and bring those out. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Now we're going to bring in lug, and you got this flap right here. Go ahead and bring this down so you can watch his stats when I insert the Headmaster. So plug those in, and you can see his stats pop down: speed, strength, and intelligence. He's a pretty strong bot. But we're not done yet. You're going to take the seat from earlier, and now it's going to peg right on top of his head. The same slots we had for the chin are going to slot in right there on top. So slide that around so you kind of give his head a helmet. You have the two little guns right here, and these are going to attach on the side. So go ahead and get this one in. Actually, it would probably be easier to attach the guns first. So there we go. Now we get his blaster. And there we have Hosehead in his robot mode. And robot mode doesn't look bad at all. I like it. It's simple. It's very G1 and 80s looking. And I think it's awesome. The original decals still look really good in robot mode. You got one here and here and here for the chest. Two yellow ones down for the knees. And that's pretty much it. The head sculpt, as I said earlier, looks great. And I dig it. I think he's a really cool looking bot. You can also utilize the ladder in robot mode. You can swing it around, you know, so you can fight fires this way if you so choose. Articulation, he's a G1. The arms go up and down, and they are on a soft ratchet. Can you hear that? Gotta love ratchets. Now the head guns, I've seen them posed a couple different times. You can have them stick them straight up like antennas, but I actually like to rotate mine forward, just like so. So it looks like he has shoulder cannons. And right there, those head guns is why finding one of these figures on the third-party market, the aftermarket, they're so hard to find because everybody loses those little guns. And I don't understand why Hasbro included those, because honestly, if you didn't have the seat or the guns, the figure still doesn't look bad at all. So if you're trying to find a Hosehead complete, right there, the seat and the guns is what's going to cost you. I lucked out and found this one 100% complete. So there you go, guys. 1988's Generation 1 Hosehead. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here's 1988's Generation 1 Hosehead with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, Generation 1 Inferno, Generation 1 Chrome Dome, and Kingdom Inferno. 1988's Transformers Generation 1 Hosehead is a great Transformers toy with tons of playability. You've got the fire truck mode with the extending ladder, you've got the Headmaster, and you've got the robot mode. My only issue with this figure is these flaps right here along the legs. I wish they would fold up or down fully flat against either the thigh or the bottom of the leg instead of sticking out like so. But still, it's nothing I can't live with. The main issue with these figures, if you want to add one to your collection, is how hard they are to come by complete. And if you do find one complete, they're really expensive. I lucked out with Hosehead here, got it off eBay. I'm not sure if the seller didn't know what he had, but I got a really good deal for him for what I've seen. His other two partners, Siren and Nightbeat, may be a little harder to come by because I've looked at prices on them and they are astronomical. But maybe one of these days I'll luck out with one of them like I did with Hosehead. So what do you guys think of Hosehead? Let me know in the comments below. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members because it is your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.